Alright guys, we're up in here in the area where we're looking to get bit before we go start fishing deeper water. We're going to try right in here for a little while. Darker color out. Use it on my old original lures this morning. 40-plus-year-old combo, guys. No, I keep saying it. I can't stop talking about it. Oh well. Gotta love it. But I tied some pretty good darker colors there. I'm gonna put on one that I specifically tied for this situation. Okay guys, I want to show y'all something about, the peacefulness of being out here. You guys can see, oh wow, this when I say peacefulness. Right inside there is a nesting mallard, female mallard, inside that post there. I'm gonna ease up there and hope she doesn't run off. But she's just been nesting there. I've been all next to that post with the hole in it there. And she camouflages just perfectly. And it's sitting up in there. She's sitting right up in there, just nesting. Not bothering anybody. I don't want to get her off of her eggs. But she's sitting right in there nesting. But she's sitting in there nesting, guys. How beautiful is that? Look at that. Hi, girl. We're not bothering you. Just stay with your eggs. I just want to show the guys the peacefulness of being out here. That's what I'm talking about, man. That you can't beat. I just love it. Just love it. Hope you got a good look at that. Man, that's pretty cool. Let me stop it right here. Okay guys, I'm back to a prime area where there's a possibility fish could just be stacked up. Looks like that's what it is right now. They're just really stacked up. These fish that I'm seeing, they're not crappie. Maybe white bass. The fish that I'm seeing here, most likely it's not crappie. It may be white bass. Let me get this camera the way it needs to be for you guys to be able to see it. But there's just tons of fish, anywhere from 7 to 8 foot all the way down to 10, and then another congregation of them from 15 down to 20. So most likely that's a thermal climb where the temperature is holding comfortably for those fish. Up at the top, that could be white bass. So I'm gonna run some baits through here real slow, backwards, and cover this area behind me that I just went through, or either just drift through here and see what happens. But I'm gonna drop down some baits right in here where all these fish are. It's 20 foot of water. They got a lot of fish holding down at 18, 19, 17 that are kind of stacked. So there's some really big markings. I mean, this green is just lit up with fish. but that's not the way crappie stack up. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna drop some baits down, and then I may get out a crankbait and just chunk and wind and see what happens. Got some beautiful footage of nature already this morning, so can't complain. There's a bald eagle up there, but this camera doesn't have zoom, so I can't show you guys that. But, maybe one day I'll upgrade to a GoPro that has zoom on it, so I could get some of that footage for you guys too. Right now, this is how we're gonna roll with it. This is what we're gonna do. There's a white that I tied is getting all beat up. I knocked the paint off the head of it, so I'll probably have to patch it up, bundle it, fill it in, make it out of Frankenstein and make it still work. Yeah, this lake is real good for largemouth. That's why you see a lot of bass fishermen sometimes when we're out here. They're just blazing through here because, I mean, there's just tons of black bass in here. First fish 14 foot down. This one. A lot of little small fish right here. I just marked them. They're active. They're small. Come on, man. Might be some big ones down there. Right. I'm getting another one now. I got one on now. Yeah, I'm talking to you. A little bitty one. No, I'm talking about before I get to what you're talking about, man. Might be a keeper, crap. Might be a keeper too. So what? Yeah, you on camera talking to me and I just hit one. Might be a keeper. Let me see. I got my stringer broke off, lost a lure early. Yeah, it might be a keeper fish, but I might not keep it. I already got it. I don't think it's, I don't want to, but I will. Hooked up fish, gonna try to get on these fish right in front of this tree right here on 15-foot drop off. They stack right here. I'm just gonna stay right out here. Kill them right here too. That's a 10-inch fish. You got them hard hitter hand ties, man. You ain't got no time to do nothing. Can't even get fish on the stringer. But you gotta have them hard hitter hand ties. Deadly bait. Nothing they can do but hit it. Mark the fish. Okay, I got another camera on. I got AT out here with me, and I'm telling him the area where I'm fishing, right where the drop off is at. He's a little new to the whole jig thing and the freshwater thing, but I mean, just anxious to learn, so it's gonna be a breeze getting him acclimated out here. I'm gonna take off some layers, AT. But I realize I got a sweatshirt on. I need a sweatshirt and this. It was a wet, crispy cool this morning. Make sure my pockets are zipped up so I don't throw nothing out of it. No, I'm not going to lose a cell phone or something out here on this thing. I'll try to take my phone. Sweatshirt might be the doozy. Sit down and get it off. All right. Yeah, I'd come out if I was you and go into it versus going into it and coming out of it. I'd come out here where I'm at and line up with it and keep your kayak pointing straight towards it while you're pumping in. That's where you're going to get hit, because this way, sideways, you'll miss it. Straight in, you got to hit it, because you're going to be coming across whatever it is. If you're too far in, you might miss it. If you're too far out, you might miss it. So it's best to point at it and go to it. Oh yeah, you know, in that area, but I ended up that way because I couldn't get a reference point, you know, out here. So I seen, let me keep going that way. I was going to go ahead and go to my spot. But before I got to the spot, I hit those fish right there in front of that tree, and I said, man, let me work it a little bit. You know, there was one small fish, one real good one, the one I threw back, messing with Crazy, trying to tell me all of his stuff from work. Yeah, I fished in front of, I know that spot. Yeah, but you need to go on over to Uncle. No, I'm fishing today. You at work. So let me fish. And yeah, you hard-headed. No, look, I'm in no hurry. I'm going to survey some areas too. And sure enough, I found a spot that's holding fish instead of where everybody goes. And for me, this is a better, look at that. I'm on one now. Why would I go anywhere else? Why would I go where everybody's going? I'm hitting fish. I'm hitting fish right out here if you just fish them. Now I'm away from where I told you, and I was 12 foot deep, drifting out, bam. You know, and eaters. I ain't getting no hogs. I'm going to get in there and get my hogs later, but I got to get numbers first. Hogs come later in the day. This may be a fish I'll throw back. Pretty sure he is. So he ain't going to let me throw him back. He ain't let me get him in the camera time. I was 12. Yeah. Now I'm just trying to get you on camera. That's a 9-inch fish. He's going back. And I hit him way out here. Just out here in open water, 12 foot deep. So, right presentation, right bait. Those hard hitter hand ties, even that one that's all beat up. But that color combination, lime head white. That's what I'm going to call it. A lime head white. Deadly. And I just got one in the holder that they're hitting, just sitting still down at 12. I hadn't even got to put my other rod out yet. So I'm marking fish at 11 out here. Real nice school of little fish out at 11. They're just suspending in that thermocline. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Some big fish down at 14. Probably gonna get smacked as soon as I drop it down. I mean, a good school at 11 and 12, though. That's where the most aggressive fish seem to be, the ones that are up in the water column. But I gotta put one down deep and then fish one shallow. AT's hooked up, just like that. Crappie 101, man. Nice fish, too. Nice fish. Is that on a hand tie? Good night, man. Good night, man. I mean, you stuck him good at that.
Yeah, I did.
Controlling a long rod, what you want to do is keep a long line out about the length of the rod. Unless you can, yeah, there you go.
Because I heard you saying that the nicer fish were down deeper.
Uh-huh. And you went down.
Actually went 2 feet deeper.
Wow.
So this is 12, so I was 14.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a nice fish.
That's a nice fish, man. Any given day. Come on, get a picture. The group can just get jealous. Because, I mean, what more? I'm talking about this kind of table fare? Oh, man, come on. I'm not going to miss out on that.
Hey, y'all.
Let's
Hard hit a hand tie.
keep trying to tell them. I keep trying to explain that to them. If you want to you want to successfully catch them, you want somebody that's been catching them, show you exactly what it means. Okay, another one I'm going to get up high. The group can...
I don't know. You better ask somebody.
Yeah, there it is. I got 2 to send to the group. Hey, man, we're just going to enjoy this day out. Sun's binking. Temperatures are nice to where the sun is not blazing. We're on fish, man. To the group it goes. All day, too. Yes, sir. I was so tempted to do that the other day. A guy came up, but I said, you know what? Everybody don't take that well. And everybody's under pressure nowadays. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave that one alone. I left it alone, AT. All the fun in the world wasn't worth the fight. I don't want to fight no more. I just want to have fun. I mean, I simply love it, man. And those jigs produce, man. They just constant. Those fish can't stand it. It's like candy to them, man. There's one now. Answering the dinner bell. And people are riding by like, hey, what's going on? Hey, man, look, all I can tell you is, like AT said, if you don't know, you at least better ask somebody. AT's hooked up, I'm hooked up, we hooked up. Y'all want to be hooked up too. Even motors stop by. And you hadn't saw the bad side of it. The bad side is when you and your wife get your lips around some of it. She is going to support your every effort. She's going to push you out the front door when it's raining. She's going to do just like my mama does. Go get her some crappie.
Where you going?
That fish was a keeper, but he went back. Not big enough to hit the. I mean, they're hitting the white, they're hitting the black.
Purple.
Yeah, you got on purple. I might need to do that. You look like you're. That is a. They ain't seen that before. Look at that. That purple is murdering the fish. I'm talking about straight murdering the fish. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm in class. AT got on the purple, so guess what I'm about to do? Reach down under the seat. You know, like you reach for your weapon. I got a weapon in here.
I ain't going for white, that's for sure.
Good night, man. Mm-mm-mm. Yep. That's a, oh my goodness, that feels good on my wrist. Gotta be a decent fish. Lord have mercy. Swirl, be one of those 14s. Oh yeah, show your face. Smile. You on candy camera? That's that black and chartreuse. Well, no, it's a new, it's a green, but it's a weird green. Weird green. I don't know the exact color of it. I would tell you guys, but I really don't. All I know is what it does is, dun-dun-dun-dun, it catch 14-inch crappie. Like I told AT, I said, man, that feels good on my wrist. That's got to be. Yes, sir, man. That's what we do this for, man. This what we do this for. Table fare, the enjoyment, man, the peace. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man. You know, once again, like AT says, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. We got rods here, rods there, crappie biting everywhere. They hit purple, they hit black and white, they hit green and weird color green. I'm gonna drop a muddy down there. I just can't help it. A muddy is going on. A bait that ain't available, maybe that'll get them off water. I can't keep a bait in the water. I said I cannot keep a bait in the water. As fast as it gets down there. AT putting that purple upside the head. I'm gonna have to call that bait the purple crappie eater. They had the purple peeper eater was out when we were little kids. They try to scare us. A purple peeper eater gonna get you. Huh? Yeah. AT said blind purple people eater. So while they was eating, they didn't know the people they was eating because they was blind. So you didn't want them biting on them. And all out here in the middle of the river channel, just suspended are crappie. And we're just sitting there picking them off with these hard-hitter hand ties. And AT is hooked up again, just like that. We don't have no spot lock. We don't have no certain area we're holding in. We're just, now I'm in 11 foot of water. So I'm gonna get in some before that boat comes. Got him drifted out of pocket. Fell right in the boat. Big old hog of a white bass.
I see you over
Man, my goodness. That's why I cut that boat off. That thing was hanging a foot or two or three in the water, man. That's why you have to watch yourself out here. It could happen at any time. Okay. You want to get on camera? Okay. Everybody see. Everybody know you. Guys just went by looking for you. Want me to tell them where you at? You over here about a hard hitter and AT knocking these crappie in the head. Trying to hide in there amongst the crappie, but them hand ties will do you in too if you ain't careful. So, sit down there and wait your turn to get on the stringer. You know? Doing all that bad acting. Hit the dadgum bait when it was barely hanging in the water. Trying to claim it. And it's a heck of a drop off. Now it's 17 and those fish are at 15. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. 18. Yeah, and 8 for the water.
18.
Oh, okay. 17 here. When I'm hitting them, I'm just leaving it out there. In the wintertime, they don't want a whole lot of. But if you jig it a couple times, sometimes that'll entice a bite. Just a real subtle jig, though.
Yeah,
Nothing, yeah, real aggressive. That muddy, as soon as I put that muddy on, as soon as I put that muddy on, couldn't resist it. Nah, he letting me know where they're at, though. Yeah, he gave up, their location. I didn't turn the camera on. I couldn't do it. Been working hard to get fish. I wasn't going to lose a fish. Trying to get some footage. Down to 17.
that's where you want 17?
Yeah. Caught fish on the mud the other day. White, black, purple, odd color green. Sorry about the wind. Here it comes. When this start happening, then it's time to go. Okay. Come on, man. Get out of here.
Oh, man.
Really? Seriously, bro. You know.
Wait a minute.
Hey, man.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Whiskers, you have no business. You're not even old enough to say a Mr.
That's what I'm
Whiskers.
saying.
Hey, Whiskers. Your name is just Whiskers.
Hey, he's still on the bottom.
Yeah, man.
He hadn't even made the baby.
Did your mom even know you were going to try that? If she did, she bust your little fins. Get your little funny looking self out here, man.
Oh,
What are you doing? We're crappie fishing. It's interrupted. Now, station break.
boy. Yeah.
News flash. Whiskers is out on the loose. Amber alert. His mom is looking for him.
Yeah.
He's over there biting hard-hitting hand ties. Getting lassoed. Golly, man. Come on. So that's all. That's what's all down there on that screen. I know I shouldn't have let his behind go. He went down there and told his partner, "Hey, man, that crappie bite tastes good. And he gonna throw you back. Just bite. Yeah, just bite that crappie bite. You're gonna get hooked. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but he gonna let you go." God, dog, man. Come on now.
It's gonna hurt a little bit, but you'll be all right.
I guess he heard me say I was gonna move, and I'm gonna show him something. Gotta get out of here, man. Hold on, man. They limit out in the back. They went up that creek. You can just go back up there and White bass fish, they didn't limit it up. I don't want none of them. Top dollar with the gold fleet kind of feeling. Deal with you, partner. Hit the wrong line today. That's all I can tell you. Shouldn't have done that. You hit that little old small mud deer I tied with that hook that Fraser's crazy about. That guy, I forget his name. Real good hooks. Cam action hook. Real good hooks, guys. Check him out. Cam action hooks. Pretty sure you can find them like that. They're red. They got the double bend in it. Something like that #1 live croaker hook that I love to use. But they really work. So, that fish was down about 20 foot deep. 17, I think I was. I'm not sure. He hit that mud deer that I tied. That's a small presentation of the mud deer. And I knew it would be a real good bait to trigger a strike when they didn't want to hit. So I need to get over there to that tree and fish. First top dollar, a rubber fish. Your old freshwater drum, Gasper Goo, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, right. Man, all I did was use my electronics, and I threw out a buoy marker when I hit that fish, and I think I may have found out how to use markers as far as land markers. I see I got a big set of green trees and then a dead tree there. I'll use that, and I'll use that comes straight across to one of the biggest trees on the point that's behind the sandbar. So that may be the area, but that's definitely the fish. Better watch out. Like I said, if I find you, I'm not responsible for what's after that. I got to back up off that buoy.
With the chartreuse head.
There it is. It's just as much as a lime truce, a chartreuse head. He's a crappie though. That's what matters. I'm gonna get closer because GoPro ain't that great. But I tell you what, for let's say second or third time really jig fishing for crappie.
Yeah, about the third time.
Hard hitter hand ties, and I mean that's a real impressive stringer.
You know what I switched to?
Wow. I tied that for you last night. That's called a Joe Dirt.
Well, Joe Dirt.
Hold on. Let me take a picture of the group. Because you ain't no good. You ain't helping matters none.
Joe Dirt.
You don't even know Joe Dirt, but you say.
Joe Dirt is doing some dirty work today, bro.
On the 17 ATC, I couldn't even get it down to 17. Somebody's already trying to stake a claim on my Joe Dirt.
Dirt. What is
15, 16, 17. They call it what you want, but oh my goodness. Don't drop it down there. That's all I can tell you. My goodness. Do not drop it down there. I need to get out a little bit. You guys are hanging right over here. I'm in the nursery again. Yeah, I got to get out of here. You running the crappie biting and getting your jaws all messed up. If y'all want some live action today, place that I went and tried other places and other places. Came back to what I ran over when I first came here. If I wouldn't have been goofing around with a rattle trap, I'd tell the whole story.
And I told you about catching them big fish.
Hey man, I'm sorry y'all, but I mean I'm just having so much fun with this here, man. Uh, you know, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't know nothing about them hard hitter hand ties, they produce like mad when the fish are in here. I mean, AT done caught them on every color I tied last night. Sleepy, tired and sleepy time. Good solid fish, right where he's supposed to be. Mm-mm-mm. Man, do not lose this crappie thing.
Nice fish, man. That's what I was
Lord have mercy.
anyway.
Whoa. Man, I'm catching straight total frogs, man. Man, it's straight total frogs, man. Oh my goodness, man. I'm talking about total frogs, man. And I mean, he got that all up in his nose. I've been trying to throw that jig. Man, that color powder deadly. I don't do no bragging. It's all the good Lord's blessing, son. But all I can tell you is, bless me with a knack for, and that fish ain't but 13 3/4, and he looked like just a mule because he's so thick all across the back, man. He almost make my wrist hurt setting the hook on that rouse. Now I just turned the camera off because it was too long before a bite. My goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Thank you, Father, and thank you. That them hard hitter, and I mean, it was barely through that little nose right there. He had one hole punctured. Luckily, he kind of wrapped it up a little bit. Stop the press, man. Jeez. All I gotta do is go over there and, or holler over there and say, hey, T, you ready to go in? That's all I had to do was holler over there and ask AT, are you ready to go in, man? I know crappie fishing is boring and, you know.
Now I ain't meddling.
Huh?
Now I ain't meddling.
I'm just saying, you know, a lot of people say, oh, man, I'll go saltwater. I tell you what, you go right ahead. Me and Joe Dirt and these crappie, we're going to dance in them big leg pants. My big brother RB say, I can't dance in them big leg pants. Well, excuse me, miss. Miss 13 3/4 inch crappie, can I have this dance? I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. I just was drifting back through there,
Yep.
and he just, I told you about coming through here this time of day. I was going to try to get the hook set, but I turned the camera off because it was so long between bites. Not real long. Look over there. Look over there. Look over there. I mean,
Come hither.
the big fat eaters. AT is just stacking the string up.
What'd you say about them big leg pants?
Yeah, AT said he could dance in them big leg pants too.
Do a jitterbug.
All day long. That's what that one I just hit him on looked like a jitterbug. I got a stripe down the head of it with a lime head with a red stripe and specks in the lime head. I tried everything that I could to get him close to a jitterbug. And guess what? Crappie said, that's close enough. Come here.
I didn't mean to make you bleed. Let me rinse you off.
Ate that. I saw that jig was gone.
Yeah, you did.
Made me lose count.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about that kind of action.
Stop and take a
Try 14. They want us to spin.
You say you got 14?
No, I said try fishing 14 foot deep.
Oh.
Because when I was dragging that bait, it had to spin a little bit higher than 15. And that big fish nailed it. See some better markings up high too.
I marked them under the boat and I just dropped mine right down here next to the boat.
Right. Oh my goodness, I brought it up a little bit. Yeah, the little boy's up higher too. Yeah, I'll go back down.
You back in that nursery?
Yeah, I don't want. Well, you know, you got to do that. You pluck through a few of these, and then there she blows. That's when you say, "Look at the tail on that whale." Hey man, I'm sorry. If we're just having too much fun, just turn it off right now, man. Because we ain't planning on stopping anytime soon. Okay, no time soon.